iPhones are great, and especially when it comes to camera, it is way powerful than we realize. And if you take care of few things, you can take your iPhone photography level game up a level. So watch this video till the end to know what all tips and tricks will help you to do so. First one is to play around Symmetry, and this thing alone can drastically change your photography game instantly. Just by framing your photos in a better way, you'll be able to give your photos a better context, give images a sense of depth, and lead the viewer's eye towards your main focal point. But the question arises, how can you do that? And to answer that, I have 3 basic tips for you. First, follow the rule of third. The basic principle is that your shot will look better if you put points of interest on the intersection of your frame. Second, for some reason, human brain responds well to symmetry. It simply looks and feels good and once again creates a sense of harmony and balance. Third, try adding some visible lines in your shot. What it will do is, it will subconsciously tell your viewers where they should be looking. This can be a staircases, railing, a picket fence, a river running past, roads, railways, and so on. Just keep these things in your mind while you're taking a shot and notice the instant difference these tips will make. Second is to pick the right orientation for your subject. See, learn the difference between landscape and portrait. This video that you're watching, it is in landscape mode. Our reels that we post regularly on Instagram to keep you updated with everything Apple, yes, they are in vertical, or you can say portrait. And it's important to learn the difference between the shot when you're shooting in portrait and when you're shooting in landscape. If your subject or scene is taller than it is wide, then it's likely you'll want to set your camera in portrait mode. If it's wider than it's tall, it's likely landscape mode will work better. Third tip is using camera timer for steady shots. If you do not have someone to take pictures of you, then stop posting selfies. Instead, invest in a sturdy tripod or use books or bag as one. Use the timer in your iPhone camera app and start taking stable pictures of your own. By the way, if you're liking this video so far, then I'd highly appreciate if you would like this video and subscribe to the channel. Fourth point is to avoid overexposure and using soft lighting. If you have an artificial lighting, then make sure you don't overuse it, because if you will, you would end up overexposing your shots. Or best of all, try shooting in natural lighting. Natural lighting is one of the best lighting that you can get for free and can offer lighting that is neither too harsh nor too soft. Fifth tip is to turn on HDR mode on your iPhone while you're trying to capture wide range of lights. If you're trying to capture a shot where the subject is standing right in front of light source, let's just say sunset, then normally if you tap on subject's face, it would just brighten the sunset to an extent where it will not be visible. And if you would tap on sunset, that would just make the subject's face darker and unrecognizable. In a scenario like this, all you have to do is go to your iPhone setting, camera, and turn on toggle for auto HDR. What it will do is, it will make sure that both subject's face and the sunset in the background are evenly lit and clearly visible. So one thing to notice, you might not find this toggle in some of the devices like 13 Pro Max because it is intelligent enough to manage these things on its own. So the next step is to feel free to dive into Amazon and look for accessories for iPhone photography. Cool accessories such as Bluetooth camera remotes, tripods, lenses, etc. can take your smartphone photography game up a level. So be sure to invest in some of them, if not all, to drastically improve your photos. By the way, just to help you out, I have mentioned some articles about best iPhone camera accessories just to help you out, so make sure you check it out. Seventh point is to use third-party camera apps that are available on App Store. Look, don't get me wrong, the default camera app on iPhone is great and I believe it has everything that one could ask for. But the professional photographers really love to take control of the photo that they're capturing, which sadly the default camera app does not offer, which is why using a third-party camera app can be beneficial. What it will do is offer more control over your shot, like focal length, shutter speed, ISO, white balance, light level histogram, FN parameter, and other cool things, and just by using them, it can definitely make you stand out of the crowd. And last but definitely not the least point, if you find out these third-party camera apps to be overwhelming and complicated to use, then just stick to the iPhone's default camera app, but learn to play with exposure, brightness, and photographic styles, because these 3 things can bring a lot of difference. They can change the entire mood of your shot, they can change the lighting of your shot, so be sure you experiment with them. Alright, so that is it for this video. If you liked what you watched, then make sure you hit the like button, subscribe button, and the bell icon as well, and make sure you download the iGeeksBlog app from the App Store. This is me here signing off, and I'll see you in the next one.